Hello everyone, I'm Yinky. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to cut and sew a princess bustier using freehand method. I'm making this video based on popular demand and you're going to enjoy this video. So I'm going to teach you in this video is how you can cut, sew your princess bustier neatly, and also how to pad your princess bustier. So let's get started. First thing you're going to do is you don't need a paper in this tutorial. You don't need a paper. I told you it's a freehand method. It's very fast and we are still going to achieve the same result you will achieve if you want to use a paper. I mean, if you're going through pattern drafting. So here is the one that I made, and I will start by folding my fabric into two. So folding my fabric into two, with the bust circumference divided by 4 plus at least 3 inches. Do you get that? And what you are cutting here is firstly your back. You are cutting your back bodice first. So what we are going to do now, I'm taking on the circumference. If the bust measurement is 38, you divide 38 by 4, you have 9.5. Then you add at least 3 inches. That means you add 3 inches to 9.5, giving you 12.5. So that's what you will use to fold here. And after that, you add your zipper allowance of maybe 1 inch, making like 13.5 on fold. Then you fold your zipper allowance out. So you can see that I folded some inches out here, like 1.5 inches, which is for my zipper allowance. Then after that, you mark your border line. So this is the marked line is the waistline. Then I will take on the shoulder level, the waistline. I took 17 inches from the shoulder to the waistline. I took 17 inches. So I just marked that. I left some allowance down there, like 1 inch allowance. So the reason why I took 17 inches is the exact shoulder to waist measurement. So the next thing I will do here is take the shoulder to shoulder measurement, which is 15 inches divided by 2, which is 7.5. You can add the sewing allowance of ½ inch to it, making 8. Because this is not a paper, it's your fabric that you are cutting on. So after that, you take all your vertical measurement. When you are taking your vertical measurement, add 0.5 inches sewing allowance that you're going to use to join the shoulder to shoulder measurement. Like the breast point is 10.5, I put 11. And on the under bust, it is 14, I put 14.5. So, and the half length is 16.5, exact 16.5 that is here. So the reason why I did not add any sewing allowance to the back is that the back is shorter than the front. So I took 1 inch off. That's why I did not add any allowance. So I'm taking the neck width here. You can take your preferred neck width. So after I have done that, you can see that it is on fold. The edge is on fold. That's the zipper allowance. I have folded off the zipper allowance, and that's why I'm chalking I put another measurement here, which is the neck depth. I put like 3 inches neck depth, depending on you. So here, this is the upper chest. I came up by 2 inches from the bust line. This is the bust. B means the bust, UB is the under bust, and the last one is the waistline. So after that, the next thing I'll do here is I'm trying to check my zipper allowance. So I thought I put 1.5. This is 2 inches. I put 2 inches zipper allowance. That doesn't matter. You can put 1.5. You can put 2 inches zipper allowance. Depends on how plenty and how surplus your fabric is. So after I have done that and I notched my zipper allowance, I have notched it out. I'm going to take this armhole length. This is armhole length, since I have ruled out my upper chest. So my armhole length will cover up on the upper chest. Then after that, I will input all the circumference measurement. The circumference measurement divided by 4, like the bust measurement divided by 4, plus sewing allowance of 2 inches is okay for you. So 2 inches will be enough to do whatever you want to do, even if you are turning with lining. So but if you don't, 2 inches won't be enough. It's better you have enough allowance. So put more allowance. You can put 3 inches. It depends on you. Just make sure the allowance is okay. So on the under bust, I'm trying to put the under bust circumference divided by 4, And also on the half length, I put the waist circumference divided by 4 also, plus sewing allowance of 2 inches. Remember to put your sewing allowance. Know that we are not cutting on paper, we are cutting on fabric, so all your allowance must go with it. So the reason why when it comes to the length, I didn't put any extra allowance, because I want the length to be short by 1 inch. So I didn't add any sewing allowance. So I just put the exact waist and shoulder to waist measurement, because I want normally your back is shorter when it comes to the vertical measurement from the shoulder to the waist than the front. So then after I have done that, I will input the nipple to nipple measurement. Here, your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 is what you are going to input, plus 0.5 inches. Remember, I've added sewing allowance at this point also. So the nipple to nipple of this my client is I think is 7.5 dividing by 2. I divided it by 2, and I added 0.5 inches, and that's what I input here. So after I have done that, I'll come to the princess style line. This from the shoulder to the upper chest is 8. I divided by 2, and I have 4. So I mark the mid arm hole, so I put my French curve to connect to the mid arm hole. So when you are connecting to the mid arm hole, you are creating your princess style line to your arm hole. So, and this is just a classic princess style line that I'm creating here. So after I have done that, I'm almost done with this part. So you can decide to come down by 1 inch here and connect it, and just extend by 1 inch also, so that this part, this side, the side panel will be enough by the time you are joining it to the center back. So this is not necessary, especially for the back, because it will still be enough, because there's no bustier you are creating there. So after I have done that, I can cut out my back panel. So I'll just cut out. You can see that I didn't add any allowance. I hope you get the logic of not adding any allowance, because this is cutting on fabric is different from cutting on paper. So, and I want it to be shorter than the front, that's why. So here I notch the breast point, I also notch the underbust, in order to be able to, I'll fix this when I get to my sewing machine, fix this together. So you're going to cut your line exactly the same way. You can see that I've opened up the zipper allowance, so I'm trying to use my chalk to trace out the zipper allowance now and notch it out, so that we will not forget. I hope you get that part. So after I have done that, I'm done with cutting of the back, and we are going to move to the front. So the major work is cutting your back first, and after you have cut your back, it's very simple when you are cutting your front. So you just use your back to cut your front, as simple as that. So see, note the way I'm placing it. So my front, I folded this, the center front, I folded, the fabric is on fold. So you're going to place it taking off your zipper allowance. You can see I took off my zipper allowance. I place the center front where the zipper allowance starts. You can see that. And after I have done that, I place my side panel also, and make sure I match the breast point with the breast point, and also the underbust with the underbust. So make sure you match it on the same line. Just place it and make sure it aligns with each other before you start cutting. So I'm trying to check the add up the 1 inch that I did not add for the back. So I'm adding that 1 inch for the front, because you need enough allowance at the front. The front is longer than the back, so I added it. I have 18 inches here instead of 17 inches that I had for the front. So here is where you are creating your bustier. I'm going to put 2.5 here. I just put 2.5 in the space in between the center front and the center back. So the center back and the side back. So I put 2.5, then I'll mark 4.5 here and connect to that 4.5 like so. So blend it up towards the underbust, curve it up towards the underbust. Use it to create your your cup like so, and connect it to the waist. As simple as that. So here is my princess bustier using freehand method. You can see it's very simple. It's very simple. So I'm just going to use my chalk to trace everything out. I will trace it out. I'm trying to trace out the armhole. So I came down a little bit here because of the if you input your bust that's how it's gonna be. I don't want a surplus on that armhole, that's why I do that. But you can just trace out normally, it will still form whatever you want to form. So after I've done that, after I've traced it out, just use it to trace. The only thing you need is to get the shaping of the cup at the front. When you get the shaping of the cup, you are good to go. So I'm going to trace out the neckline also. If I'm using the neck depth, if I'm not using the neck depth, I can input my own neck depth, because later on I'm still going to cut, I'm still going to increase the neck depth. So after tracing it, you can see I've traced out the front also using the back, but I removed the zipper allowance. So this is CF, center front. So the center front will still be normal like the center back, just that there is no zipper allowance at the front. So I deepen the neckline. As you can see, that's not a standard, is what I want. You can leave your own. So I'm trying to cut out the side and also the center front. You can see just that I traced it out. So this is the outcome. This is the outcome. And if there is any pointed edge, you can just use your scissors to trim a little, just to make sure it's curvy the way you wanted it to be. So having done that, we are done. We are almost done with the cutting, and I'm trying to mark my underbust and shape it inward here at the underbust and connect it. So the next thing to do is to go and teach you how to fix it, how to sew it, and how to cut your wadding. Wadding is the material I'm going to use to pad this bustier. So wadding is a kind of interfacing that is made of wool and gum. In Nigeria, we call it wadding. So I'm going to use the thick one. It's thick, but it's not hard. So I'll be using the thick one to pad this princess bustier. So the first thing I'll be doing is I'll fold the wadding. This is my wadding. This one. So I'm going to use cut the pad for the side like so. Take the measurement from the center, from the breast point towards this upper part. I took 5 inches up here, and also from the breast point to the underbust I took 5 inches. Whatever your measurement is in your own case, just place it from your breast point to your underbust. Take the same measurement to the upper part. So I'm going to use my chalk to trace it out like so. Having traced it out, and I have marked the from the breast point to the upper part 5 inches, and also to the underbust 5 inches. So the width here also, how wide this pad is also 5 inches. So I think this is fine. So I'm going to curve it up, connect the 3 points like so. So this is for the side block. The next thing is to cut it out, and after I have cut it out, I'll cut the one for the center front. So for the center front, it will be a full wadding. I mean, it will cover the center front fully, not like the side. So I'll place it like so. The folded edge will match the folded edge of the wadding. The wadding is also on fold. So from this breast point, I took the same 5 inches that I took for the side, so that it will match each other by the time we finish attaching the center front and the side block. So from here also, from the breast point towards this upper part also, I took the same 5 inches. Then I trace it out. I trace it, then I stop here where the 5 inches stopped. So I'll stop there, and this is very easy to make. because any point I can just connect it to the center front like so. Just mark a point, a straight line from the 5 inches that I took. Just come straight and mark it on the center front and connect it like so, just a straight line. And I'm going to do the same here, straight line, and I'll cut it out. This serves for the center front block. So this is the wording for the center front block. So whatever I have done here, I can just get just ordinary ST. I'll cut it like this for the lining, because you need something on the lining also. So your lining will be cut the same way you cut your main fabric, and what you will use to pad your lining can just be as simple as a paper stay, not necessarily to pad your lining. So I notched the breast point and also put a chalk to mark it, and we are done with the cutting of the pads. This is how it will go, and it's perfect. So here am I on my sewing machine, fixing sewing my princess bustier. So I've done one side, and I'll be showing you the sewing process. So the side I want to do here now is the I can say the one that is always very challenging. So this side where you're going to be working on the center front. So I place the side block under, and I'm working on the center front. So that part is the most challenging part when you are fixing a princess bustier. So the other one that I fix off camera is very easy. Just place it and fix and just follow the curve. But this part, you just need to take your time, do it one step after the other, so that you'll be able to get the perfect shape. And so this is what we have. You can see the cup is, in fact, the cup is cupping. Very beautiful. So this is very, very beautiful, and no one will even believe that this is a freehand method. I used a freehand method, and you can see in this video. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. You're going to open up this sewing allowance. That's why I did that. Open it up when you want to do your ironing. Use your ironing ball to iron very neatly, so that this will come out very fine and very beautiful. So this is the result. Very, very beautiful and elegant. So you can use this for your blouses, your gown, and anything you want to do using your princess bustier method. And so we have come to the end of this tutorial. This is the back. I have fixed the back together, and this is the front. The next thing for me is to join the shoulder to shoulder and continue with my sewing process. So I will see you in my next video. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye for now.